what's going on, Broham? It's another Thoughtful Tuesday. I'm just over here hanging out in the woods. Hanging out in my woods, as I like to say now, because it's has to be my woods. Why not? I'm the only one that comes here. Me and Frankie just kind of hang out and do our thing. So it's here in my backyard. Why not? Anyways, I wanted to talk to you about something today. It's kind of interesting. Some people have been asking me lately, Jerry, actually they've asked me all the time, Jerry, why are you so happy? And for the most part, yeah, I'm happy. I think I'm probably happier than the average person. My inner cheerleader is probably a little louder than your average person's inner cheerleader. But I've had some times, man. Man, I've had some times, man. So, I couldn't even imagine. I can't even if you subscribe to my daily emails, you know that I've lived in storage sheds and basements for, $105 a month. I've eaten mac and cheese for like a month at a time. The hardships, that's not really what's important about this conversation today. What I want to talk to you about is happiness, all right? So like I said, some people always ask me, Jerry, why are you so happy? And I have to tell them it's because I've experienced a lot, I've experienced a lot. So to have experienced all these things, obviously I've experienced as much as people that are maybe twice my age with, a little bit more, under their belt in terms of life experience. But I think I've experienced quite a bit in my almost 35 years on this rotation. So I've grown to appreciate these things that maybe other people don't quite appreciate. Like pain, for instance. For me, pain is a great teacher. I've experienced a lot of it. Even recently. In terms of just growing. And I've learned so much in just over this past maybe 18 months. So happiness, a lot of people think it's walking around all like yay in the zone and well, not in the zone, but like in flow or whatnot, and all just like whatever in the clouds all the time. But that I don't think that's happiness. To me, happiness is being present in every day. It's being present not only being present in every day, and experiencing life for what it is, but learning from the experience. A lot of people talk about it is what it is, but they can't really explain or they can't really say that they got anything from their experience in life. It is what it is doesn't explain what you've actually obtained as in terms of knowledge from your experience. So, and if you don't experience anything, or if you don't gain anything from your experience, if you don't learn anything from your experience, then you're not really, I would have you consider that you're not even really living. You're just kind of like a zombie, like, just every day you're just kind of like going through the motions and not really adding value to your life or to anyone else's life. So I don't know, I think I kind of went off on a couple tangents here, but, it's like, what I'm really thinking about is like, happiness is kind of like, you can't be too low on one day, you can't be too high on one day, right? You can be, I guess. Sometimes you can have a freaking great day, and maybe you win the lottery or something, or you find, I don't know, I can't even think of like something off the top of my head that maybe most people relate to. For me, happiness is completely different. But maybe if you have a bad day, how about that? You have a flat tire or something like that. Sometimes that can make us have a bad day, and sometimes we spiral downward, and we can't get back out of it. But the thing is that, like, the cool thing about nature is that they made that we can go to bed and go back to neutral. So, in that, if you think about that, you can't always be like super up all the time, because if you go back to bed, you always go back to that neutral. So, where I want to go with this is that, people always say, Jerry, you're always so up. But the thing is that I'm starting where everyone else is. I'm on neutral. I wake up every morning at, 4:45, 5:15, depending on how tired I am or, how alive I'm feeling. And I just, I started neutral, and I just kind of build it up. And from there, by 6 o'clock or whatnot, I'm ready to rock and roll. Or sometimes I'm not ready to rock and roll. Sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to get built back up, and sometimes I just have those days that are just kind of like at neutral, and sometimes maybe a little bit below neutral. And I'm human, and that's what's cool about creating happiness and finding happiness in your life. It's just like you got to accept the fact that you're always going to go back to neutral when you go to bed. But the key is to build yourself up throughout the day and to make that neutral, not only that same neutral every day, but to increase that base, that foundation, so your neutral one day may be a little bit higher than the neutral the next day, and then, or I shouldn't say that, but the next day your neutral will be a little bit higher than the day beforehand, if that makes sense. So not only are we looking at increasing your happiness every day and kind of understanding what the appreciation for everyday experiences are, but you're also increasing that level of your neutral, I should say, your baseline, I should say, your baseline of happiness. So, and that's kind of where my new project Selfie, comes in. I've been, like I said, over the past year, 18 months, I could even say that I've been really working on trying to get to the bottom of what makes myself happy and what makes other people happy. I reached out to a couple of my friends and offered to help, just to say, hey, I think I might be onto something. And we've worked through a couple things with with some one-on-one coaching. They taught me a couple things. My mentors have taught me some things, and I've been doing a lot of research. I just live in books and watch YouTube and go to seminars, and that's just my life now. So I want to share what I've learned with you now, and how we can create that relationship, or how we can start that, is if you go down, you click down below, or you look down below, and you reply in. Okay. So this is one take. As you can tell, it's like a 7-minute long video. This is real deal. I'm not going back and forth. It's just like off the top of my head, and it's just like what I want to reach out and share with you today. I've created this project I've created this program, or this training program. It's free. I just want to help people, and I want to help others. I want to help myself learn how to help people more. So that's why I'm offering it to you free. Obviously, as we get more people to come along, and as we get more people to join in, it may not be free, but you can consider yourself lucky as being one of my close friends that gets started on the free trial, so to speak, of Project Selfie. Oh, by the way, Project Selfie, if you're interested in, or if you're curious of what Project Selfie means, it stands for project. Obviously, project's project. Selfie is sustainable, execution of love from and for you. All right. It might be a little different. I might change that E around later on or something like that. But Selfie, Project Selfie. It's all about loving you and finding that happiness that lies inside you that you may not have found yet. So, like I said, if you're in, I'm ready to help you out, and I'm ready to learn. So, this is it's going to be an exciting experience. All right. So, if you're interested in learning how you can jump in on Project Selfie, just go ahead and click in down below, and we'll get started as soon as possible. It's a long one, but I had a lot to say, and I think you have a lot to think about today on this Thoughtful Tuesday. So we'll probably catch you next Tuesday. If not, hopefully in the near future. Take care, folks, and have a Thoughtful Tuesday.